I got humbled real bad. In over 2.5 years that I now do YouTube, in more than 1,000 videos, I rarely made a video that made such a bad call. 11 days ago, I published a video, Stay Away from the XDC Crypto Rally. And at the time, the price was at roughly 5 cents. 5.15 cents to be more exact. Now we are at 9 cents. And the price is going up by the minute. So in this video, I'll do nothing but just present information. I will not dare to make a prediction of where the price might be going. I'll simply provide more data that you can use to form your own decision. The first piece of data should be relative valuation, right? Most people look at XDC just in US dollars. And in this context, we could see, if we just take the prior all-time high, another 107% from here. Now we do want to look at relative performance to Bitcoin and Ethereum though, because when Ethereum goes up, when Bitcoin goes up, then all the altcoins go up as well and vice versa. And also when taking on more risk by buying an altcoin, you do want to see more performance than just by holding Bitcoin or Ethereum. And so this is the XDC price relative to Bitcoin. And we do see a quite nice floor over here. As in, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 confirmations of the support. And interestingly enough, this also aligns pretty well with the resistance that had been hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times roughly. If we draw the same line parallel to the all-time high, we are hitting a potential resistance again. What about the relative valuation to Ethereum? The chart doesn't look that different. Again, there is potential resistance. Who knows if that gets crossed or not? But that's the power of relative valuation charts, right? Over here, we don't really see the support that well, but we see a lot of confirmed supports relative to Bitcoin and relative to Ethereum. Now, besides relative valuation charts, what's also important potentially is the circulating supply, right? The price is determined by supply versus demand. And if supply increases too fast, but demand cannot catch up, then the price would potentially go down. What we have over here is the circulating supply development of XDC. And this is not a very smooth line. This is jumping up. This looks like token unlocks. We moved from 3.3 billion to currently 13.8 billion. So the number of tokens that had been floating around roughly quadrupled. And still, even though with all that additional supply, we did see an outperformance versus ETH and Bitcoin. So very quick adoption. Trading volume is very important, especially in smaller altcoins as well. Because when trading volume is high, it's an expression that attention on a token is high, right? When the tokens move hands very often, a lot of people are looking at the token, maybe because of news that are coming out or simply because of price action. When trading volume is elevated and then comes down because the attention dies down, the price doesn't increase that quickly anymore, no new news come out, then the price tends to go down as well, right? There is a correlation between attention and price. And we can see this very well with meme coins, for example, because they are very much attention driven. So be with me here for a second. Just going to make a point here and then come back to XDC. So at the bottom here, we see the trading volume. We see how this occasionally spikes up and comes down. When you look at the price above, the price tends to also be elevated whenever the trading volume is high. When the trading volume comes down again, the price tends to go back to reality. And we see this on the bigger scale over here. We also see this on a somewhat smaller scale over here. So we can zoom out further. We've got another attention spike here. And again, attention is high, price is high, attention declines, and the price usually tops out. One might even argue that it declines after here, because once we look at the intraday movements, right, from the trading volume spike to the low, we dropped temporarily in Dogecoin by 65%. Now, what has Dogecoin to do with XDC? You might have guessed it. XDC currently also has very high trading volume. But as said, I got humbled by the last video, by the last prediction. It's hard to say where trading volume will peak. But let's just present the current data. What's important is that XDC is not traded on decentralized exchanges much. Most of trading volume is on centralized exchanges. Thus, for trading volume, we have to look at the aggregate of centralized exchanges on CoinMarketCap. We can't just use the individual trading volume of one market. This here is a 1-year chart. And what we see here in light blue, we can barely see it, is the aggregated trading volume across different exchanges. And this is now at very, very high levels. But let's zoom out a bit further. Let's look at what happened in the past. Here's very high trading volume. This was the highest trading volume for a while. This was also where the price then peaked. And we continue, then we've got high trading volume over here. The price didn't directly peak, it peaked maybe 3 or 4 candles afterwards, but then it came back. Now we are at trading volume levels we have never seen in the past of all of XDC. Right, we can go back all the way here. Never have we seen so many XDC tokens changing hands. So there's no doubt that there's currently a lot of attention on the token. And the fundamentals have to catch up to that attention. The people that buy in now better are long-term holders and not just short-term speculators. If they are just short-term speculators, then of course the price could come down again. Let's meet in Telegram. Looking forward to chatting with you one-on-one. Bye-bye.